I've been thinking about all the cameras I have and the constant craving that exists to have the newest, the best, the brightest, the new thing that will make all the difference in the little videos that I'm making. I've resisted the urge thus far to upgrade and still filming mostly on a Canon M50 that I bought 5 years ago on a whim, a compact Canon G7X Mark III which replaced a lost older model, and a GoPro which is 4 models out of date. The cameras I have mostly do what I need done, but I still have that urge that most creators have, the urge to buy more, and the feeling that upgrading would result in better videos with more views, more engagement, more praise, and more etceteras. But what if instead of going newer, I went older? This fun little mirrorless from 10 years ago might work. It certainly is a cool thing, the novelty of the size balanced with the decent performance. I should play with this camera more, I used to love it. Or maybe my first DSLR from around 14 years ago, but it still feels a little too much like my current camera, not enough difference to genuinely feel like a change. It's just a little bit worse, but still acts and performs in a very similar way, and with my skills, very similar results. I think back to the film degree I did, and subsequently didn't use or build on. Back then we filmed to tape, I say like the old man I now feel I am. I should see if I still have any of my old gear. So I go digging through boxes stored in the roof space. I find my old video camera, one which recorded to tape, in standard definition. I spent quite a lot of money on it at the time, and I loved it. I took it with me everywhere. And then I found the charger, and then a little while later the relevant AV cables. I dug out a cheap capture card from the bottom drawer where cables go to die, and bought a new converter from Amazon. And with that, I have the ability to capture the footage. I plug it all in, hoping that it all still works. From the box of tapes I also found in the roof, I grabbed the tape labelled Tape 1. I press play and a picture appears. It works. It shows a night at a friend's house from decades ago, everyone a bit or a lot drunk, everyone looking so much younger than they do now. The audio is degraded a bit in the intervening years, or maybe it is how I have rigged together this method of capture, but the picture still looks okay, as good as it ever did I suppose, with the added benefit of the nostalgic look all these years later. I never really thought about video quality then in the way I do now. I just filmed stuff. I just pointed the camera at my friends and they told me to go away. I dig through lots of other tapes and spend a day just watching younger me capture footage that may or may not have actually been watched until now. Memories recorded to tape and then stored in a box. There are the drunken nights, quite a lot of those. The band practice with our terrible punk band. The jackass phase every boy of a certain generation with a camera went through. And of course the attempts to be arty. I charge the batteries to see if there's still anything left of them, and surprisingly they still hold a charge. I find a still empty tape and insert it into the camera, the satisfying mechanism as the camera readies the tape. I just film and stop thinking about new cameras for the time being.